Hello and welcome to Marbella with him and her. He is
PJ Lopez and she is
Hannah Murray. Episode 37.
Here we go. Nearly the end of the year.
God, it is, isn't it? I can't believe it's nearly Christmas. It feels like it was only just summer.
Well, the bizarre thing is I couldn't believe, so we'll cover this in a moment, but we went to the switching of the lights, didn't we, in San Pedro?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, God, that's really early, isn't it? And actually realised it's just about a month before Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite early. I'm pretty sure it's normally in December.
Really?
So the fact that a few people were saying this is earlier than normal, so I think
They wanted to milk it.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they just had other things on.
I think for global warming, maybe Mariah Carey defrosted a bit earlier.
Yeah, thanks, Mariah. Cheers for that. We started off the week, so we recorded this on Sunday last week, and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here started on Sunday night. It's good, isn't it?
It's one of our favourite programmes. That and The Apprentice are probably two of our must-see programmes.
Yeah. Well, I have to say we have a least favourite person in there, Dean. He's really annoying.
Yeah, he just reminds me of Perez Hilton, who's not a very nice guy, really.
No. Yeah, he's really annoying, and everyone's making him do all the trials, which is quite funny because he's a complete wuss, and he said at least twice, I'm a celebrity, get me out of it.
He said it really quickly on one of them, didn't he?
Yeah, one because of sand and one because of...
Couldn't move his legs, so he needed to get out. Don't know why. Why would people like that actually apply or accept to be in the jungle? Because it's not making him look good.
No. But they think it will. They all think it will be great for their career. And for a lot of them it is, but some not so much.
I like Colleen Rooney. I think she's coming across really well.
Yeah, she is, definitely. And Maura, we love Maura.
Yeah, Maura, ex-Love Island. Just a very likeable person.
Yeah, she's really entertaining and normal. Really like her. And the Reverend, he's really good as well. Richard Coles, we like him.
Yes, or she keeps saying, oh, Jesus,
Jesus Christ, sorry, Reverend.
Sorry, Reverend. She's forever apologising.
Very funny. So we're enjoying that. Monday, we had afternoon tea, don't you know, at our friends Debbie and Peter's, because Mary, one of the long-standing members of your quiz team...
Yes, she's eventually going, so...
She's left now.
She has, but we had this lovely tea that Debbie and Peter laid on with nice sandwiches with no crust on.
Oh, it was really nice. Scones or scones?
Scones.
With...
Scones.
With...
Scone.
Well, it's debatable, isn't it? There's no...
Jam on top, jam underneath. What goes on? Jam, cream, or cream?
I
jam?
think the opposite to you. I always put the cream on first.
No, it's wrong.
And the jam on top.
No, why would you do that?
Because for me, the cream is the substitute of the butter.
But most people have butter.
No, you don't have butter as well.
Yeah, you should. Because then you can put the jam on, and then you put the cream on, which is your sort of, your topping for your jam.
The jam's the topping.
Well, I will agree to disagree.
Again, there's no right or wrong, but it does cause a massive debate, doesn't it?
Yes, I think one's a Devonish.
Yes, one's
Devonshire.
Devonshire.
And Cornish. Or is it Devonish?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
And
I don't know which one.
Cornishire, do you? So
No.
it's Devonshire.
Devonshire. That sounds really, isn't it just Devonshire? Are you taking the mick with the Shire bit?
Shire.
Okay. I can't remember which bit's Devon, which bit's Cornwall. I don't know. That's not where I'm going with
Well,
it.
a proper one, where you put the cream on top, is Cornish.
Proper. Okay. Oh, that's Cornish. So I do it the Devon way.
Yes.
Okay. We also had a donut. First time in years. It was lovely. I'd forgotten about said donut because yesterday we were at La Cañada and we were starving. We'd forgotten to have breakfast. So I said, why don't we just have a little coffee and a donut? And we never do stuff like that. When we're out, we never have donuts or a piece of cake or anything like that. You know, we're always trying to be healthy and trying to be good food-wise. I mean, you know, just the idea of going for a piece of cake, we like never do. So I was like, oh, I know we never do things like this, but we just need a bit of sugar, a bit of energy to get us around La Cañada. So we went in. You had a white chocolate croissant.
It was nice. It had white chocolate all the way through it, believe it or not.
And on the ends.
Yeah, well, I think that's where it squirted out.
And I had a banoffee donut. It was absolutely delicious. And I had my first bite and I said, the last time I've had a donut is when the radio station was in La Colonia, because we had the donut place underneath. And every so often, like if it was somebody's birthday, we'd go and buy a load of donuts. So that was years ago. And then PJ pointed out.
It was Monday night.
You had a Monday night at Debbie's thing. So I've had 2 this week. Hark at me.
Donut.
I had a psychic reading on Wednesday. I've had a few.
Hark at me.
What?
Where's that come from? Hark at me.
Hark at me. I don't know. My mum used to say that, actually.
Why?
I don't know. Hark the herald angels sing. I've no idea. So I had a psychic reading on Wednesday. It's probably about my fifth one since Mum died 2.5 years ago. I've been absolutely desperate to connect with her in spirit because my mum was a medium and a psychic, and she used to do this kind of thing all the time. I watched her doing it and thought surely it would be an easy, obvious thing for Mum to come through to me. And I've had a real struggle with it. Everyone I've gone to has been not great and has constantly told me so much information which is just false. Gone, oh, you've got 2 brothers. No. You've got a sister. No.
Got a small dog. That
Small
comes up a
dog,
lot,
yeah.
doesn't it? We will say some of these mediums have been fantastic for other people. They've been spot on with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, which is really interesting. So it just goes to show you that it's a personal connection thing. So I had one on Wednesday and it was really good. It was really emotional and I felt like she was genuinely chatting to Mum. It was lovely. So I wanted to give her a little shout out. Her name is Kim Alexis. She's in London, so it was on Zoom. I don't know her. I'm not friends with her or anything. So she, couldn't have seen me and things on social media because I know skeptics always go, oh, she probably found you online and all that kind of stuff. But she didn't. If she had looked me up online, there's a lot more she could have said. So she definitely didn't do that.
And the one
It was just subtle kind of.
Yeah, and I think the one thing that I said to you, because you played it back to me, you recorded it, was when you asked a question, what did she think of this, and she'd sit there for a while and she said, no, I'm not getting anything. So she didn't make it up. If she didn't feel anything or get anything, she said, I'm not getting anything. And that's unusual because a lot of time people say, I'm getting something, strawberries, or something crazy, just for the sake of saying something.
Yeah. So it really seemed like she genuinely wasn't making anything up, whereas others I've had before definitely were, it seemed.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kim. It's the first one I've had where I genuinely felt Mum was there.
Yes.
So it was nice. It was very helpful and comforting. Also this week, it was Guinness World Record Day, and I have spoken to the editor-in-chief, Craig Glenday, on Guinness World Record Day for over 10 years now on my radio show.
Well, I had the TV on some of that day, and he was doing the rounds on all the mainstream media.
Yeah.
So you are part of that mainstream media. In fact, you're one of the first, I think. He comes to you first and then goes on to do a lot of the others. So, that's amazing.
It's really nice. And he said, when I spoke to him, he said, I always know that Christmas is around the corner because I have my yearly chat with Hannah on Talk Radio Europe. So that's nice.
Now, you've attempted a couple of world records live on the radio, haven't you?
Oh, yes. I used to do one every year. It was kind of tradition that on Guinness World Record Day, somebody from Guinness World Records would have a chat with a radio presenter or a TV presenter, and they would try and break a record live on air. And I thought that was a great idea. So the first one I did was to see how many capital cities I could name in a minute. So basically, I had to learn them all. I had a list, I think it was 192 countries at the time, list of all the countries in alphabetical order, and then a list of all of their capital cities. And I worked really hard on it, didn't I? I was all set to go. I can't remember the numbers now. I think it was something like you had to name 20 or 25 in a minute. It wasn't loads, and it was doable. And sometimes when I was doing it, on the clock, I was getting kind of 18, 90, I was really close. So I kind of felt it was doable. And then it was either on the day, a few hours before I was due to do it, or it was the day before. But Richard Osman, now a very famous, successful author, was obviously one of the co-hosts of Pointless for many years. He was also a radio and TV guy, and he had a show, and he did the same record as me and got like 38 or something ridiculous. Unbelievable. So that he totally screwed it up for me. And the funny thing was, many, many years later, like a year or so ago, I interviewed him for the book show, and I told him that he wrote into me getting my Guinness World Record.
He didn't care.
He didn't care, no. No, he did. He said sorry, actually.
Good. So he should.
Yeah. So I haven't managed to get a Guinness World Record, but I haven't tried in the last few years because it's really difficult and stressful doing it live on the radio.
Maybe we'll go for like how many chocolate bars you can eat or something. Much more
Exactly.
doable.
How many Ferrero Rochers in a
At
minute?
least it's fun if you fail.
Yeah, but you do get fat.
Well, you'd have to starve yourself before and starve yourself after.
Maybe I could do apples or something.
Well, no, I don't think you could eat many apples in a minute.
No. Well, something healthy. How many celery sticks? No, all the bits would get in your teeth.
Yeah,
I'd have to think of something that isn't unhealthy.
chocolate.
That's not... No, you're missing the point. It was Mary's last quiz on Thursday night. She was leaving early Friday morning to go back to the UK, having lived in Spain for about 10 years now.
Yeah, we're going to miss her.
Miss her terribly. But you did very well in the quiz.
Yes, so it's a lovely and very fitting au revoir to Mary. So not only did we win the quiz, which was incredible, we also won the money round.
Amazing. €400 between the 6 of you.
Yeah. So we sent her off packing with €66 and 66 pence reoccurring.
Oh, bye, Mary. We miss you already. My dad had some major dental work this week, so he's kind of been out of action a bit. He wasn't very well. He had a bad reaction to the antibiotics, bless him.
Yeah, antibiotics can be horrendous things, especially if you have a bit of a reaction to them.
He's having 7 caps done. And
Not caps.
What is it?
Implants.
Implants. And he had them all done at the same time. So he's got to go back on Thursday to have the stitches out. So he was supposed to be hosting a barbecue on Friday night for all of us. Sheila had a friend over from the UK, Annie. They've been friends since they were 3 years old.
Wow.
And they're now in their early 70s.
Don't think I had any friends when I was 3 years old.
If I do, I don't remember them. Really lovely to have a lifelong friendship like that. Really, really special. Friends Ross and Nigel also came over, so we hosted the barbecue at ours.
Yes. I get frustrated sometimes doing a barbecue. I like doing barbecues. Number one, it seems like a hell of a lot of work for about 15 minutes cooking because it takes a long time to get a barbecue going. But I must get this thing that our friend Ross has got. And it's like a blowtorch, but it's electric and it just... I don't know how it does it. Electrically heats up and heats the coals up. So you don't need any fire starters and you don't need any liquid. You just use this thing. That's what he used when we went to barbecue at his. And it got going in no time at all. All natural, no chemicals. So I want to see if I can get one of those because, I squirt so much stuff over the barbecue. Why are you laughing?
That sounds so wrong.
I don't squirt on the barbecue.
Well, you said I squirt loads of stuff on the barbecue.
Not from my body. From a container.
Oh, gross. Stop. What is it? I don't like the word squirt. It's just not nice.
We have Caesar salad with lots of mayonnaise.
Yes, we had lots of lovely food.
You did it at the table again.
Did it at the table again, and I made Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely. Really nice food. And we played some games. We played Articulate, which was hilarious. Some of us were better than others, Sheila.
Yeah, she wasn't great, was she?
Oh, it was very funny. And some Cards Against Humanity, which is always good value. And even a bit of karaoke.
Yeah, ended the night with a bit of karaoke.
We know how to have fun at our house. On Saturday, we were having a weekend where we were going to get lots of stuff done. And my goodness, we have. We went to Leroy Merlin on Saturday.
Yay.
To get loads of stuff for the front wall. Our wall was the only bit of the whole road that's got paint peeling off it, and it's been driving me nuts. It was looking horrible.
You've been giving me a hard time about that for a while.
I have.
A couple of weeks ago, I got the old scraper out and flaked off all the paint, made it look much worse than it was. And then I had to look up on YouTube what I do next, and it told me that I needed to get this primer, which is anti-flake stuff. So got that, didn't we, today? Painted that all over the wall, and that takes about 3 hours to dry. So I was all ready to do the actual painting of the wall. Got a new roller, I got new paint, obviously, and it rained.
We couldn't believe it. We were planning on doing it today. Yeah, I bought all the stuff yesterday. And there was only a little bit of rain, but the weather was nowhere near as good as it was supposed to be.
Well, there were black clouds the whole day, really, wasn't there? So I didn't want a chance painting the wall for it to rain and wash it off again.
Very annoying. Anyway, it's all ready to go. Maybe you can do it tomorrow night.
Well, I can't do it in night time. It's when I
Daytime,
get home.
nighttime, daytime, Nighttime.
It's pitch black when I come home now, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Wait till next weekend. Okay.
But we didn't have a wasted day,
We
did we?
certainly didn't because, well, yesterday I'm still on because it was Black Friday sales still.
You want to share that?
Stop it. I'm going
I'm
back
not
to
sure you should share that with everybody.
Saturday. I'm not on. Saturday, Black Friday sales. It was really, really good. So you got a few Chrissy prezzies and discounty things.
When are you going to stop buying Christmas presents?
Oh, I haven't gone mad this year. I really, really haven't.
When did you buy your first Christmas present this year? Truthfully.
Like May.
She has a problem.
I'm not. I'm just efficient. I'm just, what's the point in waiting till November and having a mad panic? Get things when you see them.
Which means that she has no concept of how much she spent on people because she's buying a present a month.
Yeah, to be fair, I have double bought a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
Only like sweets and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, yesterday, we went to see the Christmas lights switch on in San Pedro. Shirley booked us a big table at Sundays, which is right there, perfect location where the stage is and where the Christmas lights all come on.
Difficult keeping hold of our seats, though, isn't it? As soon as anybody went past, they tried to nab a seat. And said, no, somebody's sitting there.
Did you notice how many people wanted seats but then weren't buying drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it?
Well, I suppose on a night like that, everyone in the street, we made up for them that didn't.
Yeah, we had a few drinks. It was nice.
We had a Guinness, didn't we?
But we had a few Guinnesses. I was nice and toasty and warm. I had my long coat on and scarf, so I was all right. But you were a bit chilly in your hoodie.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be that cold.
I did warn you.
Okay, Mum.
Yeah, it's really cold in the evenings. It's gorgeous during the day. Some days, it wasn't today. In the evening, as soon as the sun disappears, the temperature really drops, doesn't it?
It does. It's sort of training for when we go to the UK later on in December.
Yes, we're in training. Talking of training, something I forgot to mention, we started the week really well and were really inspired for the rest of the week, exercise-wise. I felt like we were both awake at like 7 o'clock.
No. Can we rephrase
No,
that?
you went to the loo or something.
I got up because the cat wanted feeding, so I thought we'd do it in a zombie-like state. So I came back to bed, I looked at the clock, thought, oh, yeah, it's only 7 o'clock. I can get a good couple of hours sleep again now. And I think about 15, 20 minutes later, are you awake? So, huh? Are you awake? Well, I am now, yes. What? Should we go for a walk? Huh?
Well, I thought you were awake.
Pitch black.
I thought you were awake. I could feel you moving and stuff in the bed. So I thought, well, if we're both awake, let's make use of it and get up and go for a walk.
After that, I was awake, so we did get up and go for a walk at about 7:30 in the morning.
7:25 we left the house in the pitch black, so we had a good hour's walk, and it was brilliant. We felt so good for it.
Well, you say that. The rest of the week, we've been absolutely shattered. We haven't been up before 9 o'clock.
We've been planning to get up other mornings and exercise. I've been planning various exercise classes, and literally every morning we've had a little bit of a lie-in and felt like we needed it.
Yeah.
So, maybe we shouldn't get up so early.
No, I think that was just a little bit too early.
A bit too much. It was annoying because when I was doing it, I was like, if we could do this more often, that would be great. But not only did we not do it more often, we didn't even do it half an hour later.
No. Your fault.
Shame. So today, Sunday, we got loads of stuff done around the house. It feels great. I've got 2 quizzes on next week, as well as the Thursday one at the Hogan stand. I'm doing one at Urban Chai, also in San.
Well, you're returning to Urban Chai. You used to do a monthly quiz at Urban Chai for 2 or 3 years, didn't you?
Yeah, and Sarah got back in touch with me in September, I think it was, early September, and asked if we could bring the monthly ones back. And there's been quite a lot on from September until now, so this is going to be the first one. We're not even sure if there's going to be one in December, because December's really busy with Christmas parties and things. But this is the first one, Saturday the 30th. So I've got 2 on next week, and I've pretty much finished both quizzes. I'm really pleased.
Good. Makes a change.
Thanks. So you were supposed to do the wall stuff, but because the weather wasn't great, you didn't get as much of that done as you wanted to.
I did other stuff, though.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a 3rd floor in the house. It's only a tiny room, but we've got some sort of cupboards in storage and things. I don't know why, but you've decided that staircase is just somewhere you can chuck basically.
Well, it's just,
No.
on the process of going upstairs.
But you never get upstairs, do you? You just chuck it on the step.
But you did, which is really...
Yeah, so I spent about 2 hours today cleaning the stairs of...
Stop swearing. I'm going to have to bleep it all out. Seriously, I'm going to have to bleep every single time. It's not fun. Stop it. This is a clean podcast.
Pooh.
So we got rid of the stuff from the stairs. Stop it. Seriously. It's not funny. You make you not want to speak because you're just going to keep saying rude words. We found some money today.
So I suggested that we clear out our cupboards downstairs.
The drawers underneath the TV.
Yes, because again, you just chuck...
No, I haven't. There was
That's it.
hardly anything to do. It took us like 20 minutes. It was really good. We were going through it. I just happened to come across 350 euros.
Like you do, under a book.
Oh my goodness. It was amazing. We couldn't believe it. That kind of stuff never happens to us. And we at first were, trying to think where on earth it had come from, knowing that it must have some significance. And I thought, God, is it for charity or something? But then I realised it was money that I owed someone.
Sorry, you realised. So I remembered you won some money along with somebody else and their share of it you thought you'd spent.
Yeah, I'd kept it safe, allegedly. And then when I went to give them the money, I thought I'd spent it because it wasn't there in my wallet. So I had to get the money out of the bank to give it to them. And I felt bad. And you were like, how have you spent the money? And I was, I don't know. And anyway.
Because I'm relaxed about things like that.
Yeah, really. And then we just realised that that's what the money was. So I hadn't spent it. I'd saved it.
So it's part of your India fund
Part
now.
of my India fund.
And I've got to say, I have been manifesting.
Wow, it's working. Keep on manifesting, please.
I won the quiz this week and we found €350. And I won £3.50 on the bet.
I never need to worry about my husband having a gambling problem, I'll tell you that much. So you bet 50 cents on what?
On Man City losing.
And you won
$3.50.
Was it really worth it?
350% return.
Yeah, but 50 cents. I mean, I'm glad you're not putting 500 quid, don't get me wrong, but at the same time...
I felt good. Don't think I'm going to get banned from Bet365.
No, I don't think you are either. We had a lovely steak today.
Oh, yes, we do like a bit of stuff. Well, we don't have it that often at home.
No, we really don't.
And because we were in La Cañada, we decided to go to El Campo, which we don't go to that often because it's at La Cañada.
La Cañada.
And they do nice, cheap steaks. It's bizarre.
And I did another massive job today. I swapped over all my clothes. I put all my summer clothes away, put all my winter clothes out. I also put some of my Vinted stuff away, put some more stuff on Vinted. So, yeah, really got stuff done today. Really pleased.
Yeah, it feels good when you clean stuff and put stuff in order.
Definitely. So a few articles from the Sur in English. We were really pleased to see an article about vaping saying that Spain's Ministry of Health is to ban flavoured and aromatic vapes. This is huge.
So there is a royal decree going through at the moment. So imminently, once that's been put into law, no shops will be able to sell flavoured vapes, which is enormous.
It's huge.
They're only going to be allowed to sell tobacco flavoured, which I don't think kids are really going to enjoy.
It'll stop all the kids, thank goodness. It's so aimed at kids, all this grape flavour and bubblegum and...
We had that, we thought, oh, what is that smell? It's amazing. It was at the quiz, wasn't it? We were going, what is that beautiful smell? It was a vape.
We realised it was a vape,
Yeah, it's wrong.
So I think it's great they're getting rid of it because it's clearly aimed at children and getting them hooked on smoking and things from an early age. So sorry to all my adult friends who...
Like watermelon vapes, but
like watermelon.
get tobacco. That's what you're going to have to do now.
Yeah, or not.
Or it might stop you smoking.
Exactly. There was also a piece talking about Marbella Council renewing its commitment to Kudeca, promising 20,000 euros in funding, which is great. Kudeca is it's called a cancer care hospice, but it's not just for cancer. It's an end-of-life care hospice. They do absolutely incredible work. I think we've talked about them before because they were a huge help in the last few days of my mum's life. They came over to the house and taught Dad and I how to administer morphine. And
Well, not only that, they provided loads of equipment, the bed and everything. I think they organised, didn't they? She had a special bed. She had to have other special things. They organised all of that and they provided a lot of it. So
they were really...
Yeah, amazing.
And they need our help, basically. Talk Radio Europe have started a Be Kudeka Heart campaign because over the last 10 years, the number of patients at Kudeka has nearly doubled. So we're really trying to raise 25,000 euros by the end of this year because Kudeka's patients is set to rise to 2,100 people by the end of 2024. So if you can help in any way financially, however small, €5, €10, €50, whatever, it would be amazing. If you just go to our website, tre.radio, there's no .com or anything, tre.radio, you'll see right in the middle of the homepage, Be Kudeka Heart campaign. If you just click on that, then you can donate some money through there. Thank you very, very, very much in advance. So we thought that over the next few weeks coming up to Christmas, we would update you on things that are happening in the local area with regards to concerts and markets and things like that.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. San Pedro lights that we went to see, the switch on Saturday night. I saw today that there is going to be a light and music show every night at 6:30, 7:30 and 8 p.m. I have to say, thank goodness we don't live in the centre of San Pedro. Imagine hearing that every night between now and Christmas.
Yeah, we heard Feliz Navidad about 7 times the night they switched them on. I'm not sure that's going to happen every night.
No, well, you never know. Might get it 3 times a night.
But there's a very distorted Mariah Carey blaring out, that was for sure.
So if you want to see it's just a few minutes, a nice little light show and the music, it's all at the same time and it's, nice and Christmassy. So that's 6:30, 7:30 and 8 p.m. every night in San Pedro. The Del Sol Singers, which is the choir that I'm a part of, we have quite a few Christmas gigs that people can come and see us at, which is great. The first one is at La Sala. There's quite a lot happening at La Sala over Christmas. They have an Ames dog charity lunch and fashion show and Christmas market in the Live Lounge coming up on Thursday, the 5th of December. So if you want to book for lunch, fantastic. I think there's barely a couple of seats left, so you need to be quick. But even if you're not there for lunch, you can come in and go to the Christmas market, obviously have a few drinks and watch us have a sing, do our full Christmas set at about 1:30.
A lot of things happening, actually, aren't there, that you're involved in? That's the first one.
Then the following day, Friday the 6th, is they call it the Christmas lights switch on. It's not really a switch on, but it's at the harbour in Marbella, which is along with La Sala, one of the most Christmassy places to be. They really go to town. They have a Christmas Minnie and Mickey Mouse, and they have all the soldiers.
Yeah, it's very Christmassy.
Yeah,
it's like over the top Christmassy, isn't it?
But in a good way.
In a nice way.
Yeah, so we're going for dinner there. Laura Carter is also singing, as well as the Del Sol Singers. That's Friday the 6th, so do book a table for that. It's always a fabulously festive evening.
Did Laura sing last year?
Yeah.
And you got up and did the Spice Girls with her?
I may have done, yes.
Just checking.
Then on Sunday the 8th, there is La Virginia Market from 11 till 6, which is beautiful, isn't it? It's a lovely little place.
It's really difficult to describe La Virginia. It's like somebody built a very traditional Andalusian village just at the top of Marbella Golden Mile.
Yeah.
It's like walking into another world.
It really is.
Cobbled streets and beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
It's absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't been to La Virginia, then I can definitely recommend on Sunday the 8th. Christmas market, the choir is singing and lots of stalls and it'll be lovely. Friday the 13th of December, unlucky for some, not for us, the Victoria and Albert pub in Benavista, they're having a Christmas market from 3 until 6 and the Del Sol Singers will be singing there at about 3 o'clock. And then there's 3 more gigs at La Sala where we're singing, and that's the 21st and 22nd when we'll actually be in the UK, unfortunately. Then we'll be back for Christmas Eve, 24th. So if you want to get in the festive spirit on Christmas Eve, then La Sala, definitely the place to go. We'll be singing about 3 o'clock.
On Friday the 13th, actually, I've just seen that come up there. I won't be able to attend any of them because it's the Manifesto Christmas party at La Sala.
Is that during the day?
No.
Oh, well, then you can do that during the day.
Well, I'll be working.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair
I
enough.
do have to work now and again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's so busy, isn't it? And I've got the ITS Christmas party.
I was going to say, the International Theatre Studio, if you haven't booked it, I think there's a few tickets left.
Okay.
So have a look at the internationaltheatrestudio.org. We always have a Christmas party, but I won't be there this year. And everybody that attends does a little skit of some sort and gets involved. And it's a great, great fun night.
I've got to work out what I'm going to do. You can have breakfast with Santa at La Sala if you've got kids. He will be at La Sala on the 7th, 8th, 14th, 15th, 21st and 22nd of December.
So I might pop along and sit on Santa's knee.
I don't think you should.
No.
And also, just to mention, the Kempinski always has a fantastic Christmas market. That's coming up just next weekend on Saturday the 30th from 1 p.m. it starts. Santa will be there at 4 o'clock. Santa's very busy
this year, isn't he?
And the Choir Andalouse, which is another great choir that's run by Steve and our friends Audrey and Michelle and various others are part of that choir. They'll be singing at, I've put 7:30 here. I think it was earlier than that. Anyway, it starts at 1 p.m. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's before 7:30. I think I've got the time wrong. So have a look online because it's all on Facebook. But that's the Kempinski Christmas Market on Saturday the 30th.
Got a lot to fit in, haven't we, before Christmas?
We really have. And we better leave it there because it's been a very long episode today.
Okay, well, it's goodbye from her.
Oh, that's the other way round. And it's goodbye from him.